support Lina. For Lina.
And so who's 5?
Lina. Okay, it's
So
Shadow
Shadow
Shaman 5, Dazzle 2, Lina 4, Legion is 3.
That's the meme strats.
Yes.
They could Dazzle
I agree with
1
that. That's what
also.
Dazzle 1.
They
could Dazzle
could.
1.
I don't think Dazzle 1 is very good, but they could do it. You're right. It does play very fast. It's sort of similar-ish to like the Lesh 1. Obviously, Lesh pushes and Dazzle does other stuff with that same sort of position 1 Venge, play really fast. It reminds me of the Shadow Fiend level 15 high ground timing push.
Yeah.
So-
That's where position 1 Dazzle could work.
Okay. And we're assuming it's a 1 last, though, I think, for the most part.
Yes.
I think
If we had to pick something. Exactly. It could be anything. Maybe we're just looking at flexibility.
But
Perhaps that's
why
part of it.
why Dazzle over something else like a Lycan or something like that pushes fast kind of out of the gate?
Yeah.
Dazzle's pretty easy to execute, I think.
I guess that's true.
It's a little unexplored, but it's like he just wins the lane. You just press Q.
He wins the lane, and then you run down lanes at full HP because you just have constant heal bombs.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
So
It is pretty easy.
we had
Rubik.
Was it them who first phased it? I wonder if it was.
This is not a. Is this a
Can't
Rubik
remember.
game? I don't know if this is a Rubik game.
Shaman Lina.
I hate Jinesbrus'
Yeah.
trap so far.
You hate.
Yeah, like they don't do anything.
So what's your number 1 steal here? If you're Rubik, what's your big bay that you're trying to grab?
If they're trying to
LSA.
if they're trying to meme you, yeah, you're trying to steal like Dragon Slave or Light Striker Ray, probably.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm not seeing the Rubik here. I don't really get
yeah.
how he fits in.
And they will ban a March hero because the Chen is left, so fair enough.
What does Rubik do in this draft at all? Is it the initiation, I guess? Some hard initiation in the telekinesis? Is that enough to pick it here?
It's like a wave spam.
It's an okay laner. Yeah, the deep push as well.
Okay.
Pretty good.
The Febby Rubik.
It's going to try and make plays.
Overwhelming odds if you're able to steal that. Could be pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Now
do
they
more of
steal
their-
everything
So
of their
they do
opponents?
ban out a position 1. It's the Jug,
Yeah. So their read is the same as our read.
which is fair. I think Jug would be pretty scary with this draft either way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very reasonable ban.
I don't know. Hit him with the Brood Mother, dude. That's the.
Is this a good
Adroit.
Brood game? Do you think they could actually take over?
They don't have the best. Oh, Morphling can kind of lane against it. Actually, it's a bit weird, but
a Brood
the double
Aghanim?
stout morph.
it's like.
I think Ember should be decent as well, right?
I don't think the.
I actually don't
Because
I don't know
you
if
get
the
bonus damage on the
I
spiders.
don't know if the slight kills the spiders well enough.
Because they still have, is it armor or is it magic resistance they have less of? I think that they have magic resistance, but they don't have as much armor. That's what got nerfed.
Okay.
It's one of those matchup level things where
Right.
each level by level it changes.
Yeah.
Well, Jinesbrus thinking about this final pick. Hard to read, potentially an off lane. It really depends on what this Omni
If it's
Knight
March,
is.
it should be
It's a
Wyvern,
support.
right?
What?
Doom, what?
All right,
the-
that's Forev. So it's March Omni, Febby Rubik, Forev Doom, right?
I'm not down with this.
I mean, I think Trent's right.
I think he's right, but I don't think
Yeah,
the draft
yeah.
is good.
No,
Trent is right. March is not.
March is left. Is that what we're?
It's peculiar.
I mean,
Again, I don't. Why Doom here?
They don't even know what the position 1 is. This Doom could just get bullied out of the lane to the
Can he
max.
still eat Necrobook creeps? I'm not sure.
I don't think you can do
I
anything
don't
to
think
them,
so.
right?
Okay.
No.
I
'Cause
actually
you can't-
don't know.
You can't do anything. You can't like devour them or anything or dominate them.
Can't
Yeah.
Midas them.
So
You can defusal them.
there you
That's
go.
a cool one.
And they grab Troll.
Yeah,
So it
wrong
looks like
laner.
we've got the
Okay.
positions.
Well, I mean, it could still be Dazzle support and Lina mid.
Natsumi takes the Troll. Bocarino will take the Legion.
I want the core Dazzle, dude.
They're letting us stew a little here.
Give me the mid Dazzle,
I think they're
baby.
talking about it.
They're thinking.
I mean,
think-
why wouldn't you just lean a core at this point? You have Lina core versus a Morphling.
Yeah.
and
That's what they're
Sarah,
gonna do.
Okay.
They change it up.
right?
So it's a Mac Lina.
All right.
But I think the Dazzle was definitely intentionally. If they don't do the right picks, we're
We-
gonna run them down,
Right.
right? Because there's no
It
other
has
reason to pick
flex.
Dazzle. No one
I think that's going to come back to bite him, though, because what does Dazzle do now
because it
as
could
a
have just been
support?
an Oracle.
Right.
Hey.
Dazzle's gonna
You
punch
take it
this
easy.
Doom. Yeah.
All right. He still heals. He still has Shallow Grave.
It's true.
The ultimate still does some nice passive minus armor. He definitely brings some stuff to the table. Let's go
Is
easy.
that the legendary pipe of Dezen?
It
Sorry, I know you
is.
guys can't see.
He is
but
using the
Yeah.
Pipe of Dezen. This is a classic Nexon cosmetic. You can't get it anymore, Lyrical.
Wow. That's impressive.
It is.
That's going to carry them through this
I
game.
like that new
I think it might.
Yeah,
chameleon.
they could
It
do
looks
it.
good.
Yeah, the chameleon is cool.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah. I mean, well, you guys were all fools and went for Jinesbrus, unlike
That's
me,
true.
who said Adroit and got
That's
it right.
right.
So do you want to hop on the hype train?
I don't
Y'all
want.
coming over? Y'all off March's wild ride now?
Can I choose neither draft?
I kind of think we're going game 3. Gunner, Ember Spirit, 23 Savage, Morphling. I mean, come on.
Okay. Other catch potato?
Spud. Look, I kind of like the Troll Warlord pick. I think I'm going to go for Adroit.
All right. My russet potatoes are baked and split. And so I say adieu to my potato panel.
Au revoir.
And we're going
Bye.
into the game.
Into
Let's
the game
do it.
we go.
Boom shakalaka. All right. Well, we are at a black screen. Hopefully this pause.
Oh, mine too.
I'm not sure what that
There
is.
it is.
There it is. Let's just try and like.
Even the players are confused. I was like, what was that?
What
That was
happened
a
in that
new one.
draft? I just blacked out. Why am I playing Dazzle?
We broke Dota.
Yeah. So this is feeling like one of those moments now where I really don't have a clear idea what either team's timing is going to be. Like in my head, I say, okay, Jinesbrus, they have these heroes that are all really good in the late game. If they get to the late game, they should be able to win. But at the same time, like I don't really know. Is it just going to be like Adroit still being competitive if they come into the lane with like a really good, or come into the mid game with a really good laning stage? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll start the easy part. We'll just go with lanes, right?
Okay.
Oh wow, look at that sentry placed down from Forev. I think that's just outside the small camp. It looked like. I know you can't tell when it's paused,
Yeah.
but it appears to be a protective sentry to make sure he's gonna have somewhere to pull and get creeps, I guess.
Sounds good. Lanes so far, at least, is the Forev down here against Bach with Boomy on the Shadow Shaman, who's eyeing up some boots early here. And Doom against Legion Commander shouldn't really be able to do that much as far as kills are concerned. Like, does Shaman really even do anything in this lane?
They can kill Doom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think with no buddies, if they want to go for like a first blood or something. All right, let's double check that ward. Is that a blocking ward? Yeah, it's a. All right, we're good. So he's just making sure that his camp's gonna be open here.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, this is one of the classics, right? Send your offlaner to your safe lane, aggro them out a little bit, and we've seen a couple of times Jinesbrus get away with this aggro lane, and their carry just gets a little bit more out of it than the opposing. Like, we'll see if they decide to bring another up here, besides just the Dazzle. Oh, stat it.
He's digging up the stasis trap.
Careful there. Not necessarily what you want. And March going to pick up the bounty rune trade-off.
He's got a lot of shovels to get through, so.
Well timed with those.
Yeah, they're trying to get the juices flowing again, you know? Trying to get the team morale back up. Febby's even blowing up the balloons.
Blocking the camp there. Do we have any sentry wards at all? They do have one from Febby, so he can get the D ward.
He's busy.
Got
Trying again to play the drum. He's going to come over and play the drum? Play the drum.
There's no time for that.
Febby's
They're
got time.
just heavenly gracing him right at the start. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. Gives him the HP regen. You did talk about the ability to stop the poison touch with Febby, who's going to get gone on here. And with no Heavenly Grace nearby, he's taking some damage, needs to get it used, and thrown out now a little bit late possibly, but the regen working is going to keep him alive for the moment. And in fact, he might just be able to back out. He's fine.
He only has 3 tangos, though. And now 23 Savage also in trouble.
Goes down. Boomy finds the kill. Not the way that Jinesbrus wanted this one to start.
Is this going to be a 3 losing lane scenario?
I don't know, man. I'm getting a little bit worried for Jinesbrus and Adroit. Looking good so far.
I mean, you got your Doom's hugging the tower for that bonus armor, so it's helping him out here. It evens them up at 3 and 3, but the early moment of courage still seems good.
And Mac just pummeling away here at the Ember. Forces out that salve early. We're going to have to watch this top lane because, well, guess what? You can only Heavenly Grace one of them. And March just going to back out afterwards as Febby trades right clicks. And Well, likewise, Savage trying to get the best that he can against this Troll Warlord, but Troll has so far been able to get most of the denies and pretty much all of the last hits.
Yeah, they still got 2 or 3 more poisons left here, and a salve left on the Dazzle too, so plenty of harass remaining. Febby did go to the mid lane, hoping to get a bounty rune, but it'll be a DD bot, which Gunner will win the race, who dodges the stun and gets it.
He's feeling himself.
Lina probably going to know there's a ward there, based off of that move.
It's a little bit in an awkward position, but
not going to get D-ward. And they attempt a pull-through on the creeps to try and get these in a better spot for 23 Savage, but Boomy gets it back on the small camp.
All right. Meanwhile, the turn now onto CML, switching over into the Agi form, has the still adaptive strike, but not going to throw it out yet. And the salve just working to keep Dazzle all fine and dandy. As 23 Savage walks away, switching over to the strength form, pulling the creeps back, realizes I need to get creeps somehow in this lane, and it's going to be pulling back behind the tower.
Yeah, Boomy popped the stick, thinking about a shackle there, but they weren't able to go for it. And they will get their small camp back, though. No block or anything, so they can continue attempts on pulls. Mid lane, Febby runs into a ward and tanks the tower shot.
Yeah, and this is going great for Adroit so far. 18-6 on this Legion commander. Troll is 15-7, and Bach is just going to come back here and force out some more regen being used from Forever. You can just bully him, kind of.
CML's in here very deep trying to get denies, though. And no telekinesis, however, because he's still level 1 on Febby, so not going to get cliffed, not going to get slowed down.
Just walks it off. He's perfectly fine. Not really caring about a thing. So yeah, 1,000 gold lead already in these early laning stages here, just based upon CS and the fact that Morphling only has 7 of them.
Yeah, that's been a problem. Down bottom, you see Forever. They blocked his camp. That's the typical play versus the Doom. So he doesn't have any of the good creeps to eat. And we'll just find himself the good old speed aura.
Hey, 12%. Making it happen. Picks up the Arcane Rune afterwards as well. And now another walk away here from March, who's still getting the business from Boomy as they keep on trying to pull these creeps back behind the tower. Just trying to get anything at all that they can for this Morphling. Who's been so heavily slowed down already in this laning stage. And it doesn't really feel like it gets better for them either. Although, as I say that, CML is going to get lifted, pulled back in, and trying to find a kill, but the heal bomb comes out. Savage will get the kill, but took a nice little chunk of damage from that for as well. And now they turn on to Omni Knight. This guy's really tanky, though. 700 HP, has a stick in 1 second, tries to live. They're going to bait out the axes, and he'll throw the stick afterwards. That keeps him alive. But has he secured a rune? That's the other question. Throws out the adaptive strike for the pushback, and that gets Febby the rune. Well played.
Oh,
March, Purification, walking away, trying to live. Is it going to be enough? He is going to be able to.
The stick again.
Dude, he's living on a prayer. Oh, my God.
Down bottom, though, both green, it looks like he secured 2 of them, and Boomy get the other one on the north. So 3 for 1 on the bounty runes, and Boomy gets back in time for a pull. So they're going to try and stabilize this top lane and continue to deny as much farm as they can away from 23 Savage. The mid lane seems to be going in favor of our Lina, 28-9 to the 26-1, but nothing too devastating, mostly just the denies.
Yeah.
The irritating Gunner.
Febby is going to get spotted on this ward here, so don't expect to see Lina get caught out by that. But level 6, I mean, this is level 3 on the Morphling. If she rotates, he could just be dead. But if you miss on that kill, then you probably take a little bit of damage onto your tower as well as missing a good
It's
chunk of
also
GS.
just not that high value to kill.
Yeah.
They are going on to the Omni Knight, but like killing the Morph right now isn't going to slow him down as much as just straight up zoning him like this, you know? I mean,
Right.
killing him will be good as he's 2 supports, but if you're going to commit your mid-hero, then you're going to give space to Gunner, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
So for now, things just look good.
Oh, Febby gets that D ward there.
And Gunner finally gets some more luck here for a regen rune.
So what type of game are we expecting out of Mac here? We've seen him have varying success. A lot of times can play very aggressive and play with his team, particularly on the Death Prophet. I mean, does he just need to be hunting the Morphling in the mid game, do you think? Or what?
Yeah, that's pretty much his job. I wonder if it'll be like an Aghanims build, and it's just right-click, or rather R button on the Morphling.
Yeah.
Because one of the ways that 23 Savage recovered so well last game, even though they lost, he was still able to just hide in the jungle at max agi for the first 20 minutes of the game. You can't do that versus Lina. She will just one-shot you with the Laguna Blade. Now, she does catch Gunnar with another LSA. She's whittling him down here, and he needs to be careful of how much value he wants out of this regen rune. He's holding that Flame Guard. Yeah, there he went for it. Yeah.
That's Danger Town. Meanwhile, bottom lane, though, they use the Doom, able to find this Legion commander, but it will not be a kill as they rotate in Boomy. And in fact, if they're not careful, they might just lose Forev as they chase him down a little bit, even rotating Mac.
Yeah, that was overcommitment there. Not able to wait it out. In fact, she's even getting relatively low there, and that's going to give some space to 23 Savage.
As well as mid lane Gunnar. He gets a wave to himself. And he is caught back up after a little bit of that problem. Of course, some of that being Lina leaving the lane and hitting some jungle creeps throughout as well. But rotation coming. Mac would love to make this Laguna Blade useful. But there's going to be the remnant away. And
smoked up Dazzle is not spotted as he gets that ward right next to Gunnar.
Yeah.
And Gunnar hoping for the bottom bounty to DD, which is taken by CML. Nice deny there. And they're going to start pushing into that bottom lane again. Fevi's nearby. Boomy thinks about diving here. They need that one extra hero, and Dazzle's on the way with the DD.
Do know there's no Doom for 80 seconds, and Forev still hasn't been able to get another creep outside of this little speed aura. Kind of a lost value. But in the meantime, it doesn't look like they're going to go for a full pressure on as of yet.
They might be waiting for Mac to have TP again.
Yeah.
It just came back. He could theoretically clear this wave and think about coming to the bottom lane.
Good dodge away there from Gunnar. But 3 showing bottom. And yeah, we'll see if he decides to. There's another wave that's coming in, though.
Yeah, it's tempting with the duel, right? Because they can't really get the duel without it.
Lift up.
Oh, that's
turn it around. Stun, nicely done. Chasing for Boomy, wanting to get that kill to press the attack. Keeps him a little bit more survivable. Going to use the duel to try and save his life. And I don't think they're going to kill off Forev, but at the very least, make sure there is no follow-up.
Now Lina TPs, and now she cancels the TP. Okay, they saw Gunnar, but Gunnar can, of course, get back to the mid lane. So things a little sketchy right now for Adroit. Not getting what they want here.
In the meantime, Morphling has literally just been jungling this entire time.
And when you have the Morbid Mass, you can just do this infinitely, essentially. Yeah. Never have to go back to base.
Switches over to Strength Form every now and then as well, just to make sure that it doesn't get brought too low. But yeah, it's feeling like it's catch-up time there. And, you know, in spite of the fact that it felt like all of the lanes have been winning, Jinesbrus still having an okay-ish time on their cores.
They should be winning more on the side of Adroit. They've clearly made mistakes on their rotations, and they're not sure what they want to do, and they're just missing things by a hair kind of a deal, which can be frustrating because they're still ahead of the top, but you know, we haven't used the Laguna Blade, haven't really tried to make a dual play. They're going to try the 10-minute mark, though.
Making it happen. Going in, Forev able to snake that bounty rune, but
now this one,
he's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Using the Laguna Blade and the duel. Still valuable, you know, getting that kill on the Doom. He's been one of the best laners for them so far. And
Gunnar just gets another regen rune. Not exactly ideal for this point in the game. He's hoping for those hastes and maybe even DDs, something where he can try and exert his influence elsewhere on the map.
Did throw a remnant up towards the top. Is he trying to get fresh with Natsumi right now?
Fresh.
Getting a little fresh with them.
It's a very light graze. It's very quick, you know. He's not going for a sensual experience. He's in and out.
No, he's just out of there, man.
Bottom lane, Bocarino continuing the pressure there with his catapult, and March will now make the rotation down.
I mean, it is just basically the same thing we've kind of been seeing, which is like, you know, you rush 20 minutes basically, it feels like. But I feel like this lineup from Jinesbrus gets better as time goes on.
It does, but they still have do-nothing problems,
right.
I think.
Yeah, that doesn't change for a very long time.
And I think they showed do-nothing problems past their heroes. It was like do-nothing call problems last game.
Yeah. Well, they dropped the wards, immediately going to purge that one off with the Heavenly Grace, and now just trying to clear through these wards before they do too much structural damage top side. Gunnar, not going to get anything done there, but they're bringing multiple heroes. Mac is in the area as well as CML. March trying to live. They doom the Lina.
That made it so they couldn't just duel the Omni.
And they just take down CML as well. So Doom not leading into a kill, but it's leading into keeping their tower alive, or at least denied.
Yeah, and Febby now has a smoke and shackle. Perhaps going to try and get something done with that. Doesn't really have a support to play with, so he kind of has to wait for whenever Forev's good to game.
No. Nobody getting completely sacked in this game right now. If you look across all of the cores, it's only a 600 gold difference between the top and the bottom of them.
They're going to find a very low HP Boomy here.
Ooh, chase. And he
Really
is in
greedy.
trouble.
I don't know what... I don't think the two of you can kill that Doom anyway, even without two supports there.
That's really true.
But, I mean, good call there from TJMM. They read exactly what they wanted to do.
Is he just keeping the speed aura because it's good, or is it just like he hasn't found a better one?
I mean, it is pretty good, but I think he just hasn't found a better one.
Okay.
That's, you know, at his timing with Devour.
Oh my god. He switched over into the Dazzle, gives him the touch. Guess what? This man ain't got Grave.
They back down bottom, they're just trading blows over and over.
Mac does get the tower. The wraparound is coming onto Bach, and Febby is there. Has the chains as well. Straight to you. It's apparently the call. And yeah, they'll take down the Legion Commander.
They're convinced. They're like, clearly the supports will be behind the Ember or the Morphling. Why would they be bottom? Well, we're going to see if they can actually punish that here.
Oh, God. He's not doing it. No Hex skilled right now for the Shadow Shaman and Gunner.
He's just running to the tower.
See you later.
Like, he's clearly going on the Remnant. Like, nah, I'm good.
I'm going to farm another wave. He's pulling it back. They're not even going to be able to pressure the tower. And the Remnant does eventually go that way.
Oh, my God. He didn't get it down. He didn't get the shackle.
Oh, my God. Wards dropped. Nothing gained. Gunner lives. Gives him the tip. 21 Savage appreciates greatness.
Jeez. Oh, Boomy. That's frustrating. Because what's, you know, it's a hard play there as a Shadow Shaman. It's like, do I preemptively snake and then risk the fact that he doesn't Remnant back here? Then you would have had the vision, though, and you probably would have guaranteed the kill. But
Yeah.
tough stuff.
So it is 1,000 gold lead now going the direction of Jinesbrus. And it seems like there's, I guess it's just hard to commit one of your cores to finding kills. And this is the problem, is that the supports don't really do it on their own. Like the Shaman and the Dazzle kind of inhabit a different spot than that. As the root comes forward, and Mac going to get lifted afterwards. Purification in some trouble. Steals the Light Strike Ray as well. Going to connect onto CML through the trees.
Yeah.
They're going to find the Dazzle.
Gunner looks way more comfortable on the Ember making rotations across the map compared to the Kunkka. Like,
Yeah.
he is just, with the same kind of do-nothing heroes, he's doing everything.
It's true. And they're going to doom this Legion down bottom, force some more rotations. Natsumi is here. Forev still wanting to chase, wanting to get this kill. And he might go down, but he's taking somebody with him. That somebody is Bach. This Boomy does pop it. The neutrals almost got him there, but not quite.
And yeah, Boomy gets the final touch, eh? So quite the streak for him. They will finish off that tower in the top lane. The three of them stuck around for that. And they now control 3 of the top 4 slots in net worth as they're going to grab another bounty. And is that 3 for 1 then? No, 2 for 2. Boomy got both bottom.
Yeah.
Both there.
Still very low. And yeah, I guess I'm just thinking about it, like, Dazzle at this point doesn't really provide all that much towards trying to find kills, neither does the Shadow Shaman. So it's really hard to set up those kills, I feel like.
It's mostly on the Lina, for sure.
Yeah.
It's all about the Laguna when they're trying to secure these things. Gunner has the backup Remnant somewhere.
Oh, he spotted him, though.
Oh, he didn't, actually.
The Sleight of Fist hit onto Bach, so he knows that they're here. And the Light Strike Ray did not know about the Lina, though. Duel comes out, Light Strike Ray to try and save the day. Is he going to get out? Gunner backs it out. Laguna Blade down. He's going to come back in a second, too, if they're not careful. So the rest of Adroit need to back out of here.
That explains why he stayed, because he knew he was covered by Febby there with the LSA. Huge plays the Aether Lens so early. Oh, and meanwhile, they're just getting kills on the other side of the map. Forev gets the solo onto Boomy. Doesn't even need the Doom.
Take down the tower. Well, Heavenly Grace as the Light Strike Array connected.
Yeah, nice dispel.
So quick with it. You can see the problems that are beginning to form right now for Adroit. They don't really have all that many heroes that can do things, which is surprising because that's what we thought was going to happen with Jinesbrus.
It is. It's a very lane-focused draft, of course, and it's all about those first movements and rotations. And the Lina's starting to snowball, and Lina's just not having a game. You know, Gunner's just been way more active across time. Even though the same net worth, doesn't really matter when she's 1-1-0, and well, Gunner's only 1-0-1 actually. Why does he? I guess it just feels like he's just choking you out.
Dude, look at this guy. They're going in. They're bringing everybody. He's dead finally. Good. But this is literally the entire team.
I mean, that's what he's been doing, though, is that he's pulling them all across the map, which is why, even though the kill score is so low, it feels like he's like such a bigger impact, right?
Yeah.
Because he's then like getting away. But this time they got him. So very much needed here from Adroit. Trying to slow down that Ember Spirit and trying to give the kills over to your core heroes rather than the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make a bold statement here and say I think I like 5 Omni Knight more than 3 Omni Knight. Like, it's actually been such a value hero for them this game.
He got away with a lot in the laning stage. He basically just dual laned with the Morphling, and then Morph went jungle, and he just got to be kind of a core. Like, he just got a ton of XP early on the Omni for a little bit. Oh, nice telekinesis there from Febby.
Nice invis rune.
Yeah, sick, dude. Now they have the stolen Ether Shock, too. All right, Gunner's coming right back up top.
But again, you just look at like the movement.
They run.
All of Adroit is just here, and you can see all the farm that Jinesbrus are able to get around the rest of the map.
Did you look at that guy's inventory?
Which guy's inventory?
That Doom that you're clicked on?
He's got BKB.
He's got a BKB.
Frev's a monster.
Wow. That's a problem. There's a Doom with a BKB and War Stomp.
Yeah.
They're going to come into this next team fight and try and kill 23 Savage, and Frev's going to be like, not my carry. And it's this gigantic demonic force.
Smoke on smoke action. Gunner gonna get hexed right at the start, trying to save a life. March, Heavenly Grace keeps him alive. They kill off the Rubik. Now Gunner needing to run. There's gonna be the ulti coming out as well from the Omni Knight, but Gunner in the back lines finds first the Dazzle, then takes down the Shaman. Now there's no control. Savage comes in. He's doomed. And they need to get the heck out of here. As Lina goes down, Legion, the last one left alive in that fight.
Way too many Radiant heroes in that one for Adroit to have a chance. And again, perfect timing from March on that Heavenly Grace directly after the Hex.
Yeah.
Super impressive. Look at the damage in that fight. I mean, it was 4,333 from Ember. And that was the next highest person from his team was the morph at the very end.
Legion gets the duel onto Savage, but the strength form got off first, and Forev is now here. Has the catch, the War Stomp can come out afterwards, chains onto both of them. Forev stomps him. The press the attack came out afterwards, and Bach looks like he is going to escape there.
All right, Dazzle puts in the body, gives him the save.
You know, the thing that's crazy about that was before the Flame Guard DPS talent from Gunner as well. He just got it at 15.
Very scary stuff.
So Morphling picks up the regen rune, hands the bottle back over to his Ember. But where do you go at this point if you're Adroit? It feels like this game is just completely fallen off the rails.
You need a couple items, but they're obviously very hard to get to. Like the Blink Dagger on the Shadow Shaman would be a great way to try and shut down this Morphling. They're going to get a kill on the Forev, so punishing someone who's this deep in. And even with a BKB, they of course have so much chain stun once again that they are able to grab a kill like this. This is kind of the hallmark of their Game 2 victory over Mineski.
Yeah. The mass amount of blink stuns and control that they had. That game, though, they did have the Sand King.
Game 1 win.
Yeah,
Sorry,
game 1.
My mistake.
They had the Sand King, which sort of allowed them to keep the chain stun going. So this game, it's going to be a little bit tougher with Duel on the slightly longer cooldown than Burrow Strike.
Yeah, but just like keeping those BKBs just unusable, you know?
Yeah, true enough. So Jinesbrus, is there any medallion or anything that they've got? It looks like they just want to fight that BKB pickup, and now also Doom having a plate mail. Could just be run around the map, find kills, rather than try and take a Roche.
I mean, they're just double smoking an Omni and an Ember.
Yeah. Bach gonna try and TP away, gets the chains, gets the kill. March is actually the one that picks it up in the end.
He's just a Dagon. He just does 300 pure damage. That's his only thing. He keeps Gunner moving and then nukes people for kills.
Easy.
What a contribution.
I mean, Heavenly Grace is like all of this hero, right?
Yeah, getting some D wards there too. Gunner kind enough to Qualifier the Sentry first. What a nice guy.
And the other thing to think about is we really haven't seen this Morphling morph be used all that much, as they actually are just going to go straight into the Roche Pit. So they feel like they can take this one down with the full Agi mode. Also the damage coming from Gunner. Hanging on to a Haster and if things get testy. And they're coming to contest. Gotta be careful. This is a danger zone. They've got wards available as well. Savage switching over. They don't quite spot him yet. They take down the ward, and now Gunner needs to be careful. Roche down to very low HP. And they could actually, if Adroit wanted to, they could be the ones that try and sneak it.
I don't know. Even with Shaman, it's tough.
Just thinking about it.
It's just so dangerous. Febby does not have a good steal right now. Just the blind. Really wants to get something a little bit better here. All right, they're dropping him in.
Drop the wards, find themselves the Doom, jumping forward, but the GA is out already, and everybody from Adroit is starting to fall. Forev lives through it, gets the BKB off, and Savage in the midst of it turns now onto the Troll. 3 are dead, 4 are dead. They already bought back on the freaking Shaman, and he's gone as well.
All right, March got.
Pack it in.
March is just, this whole game has just been flawless from him. Constantly has the perfect Heavenly Graces. Great pick on the support Omni Knight. This is looking way better than last game.
And Adroit have looked super solid in that game number 1. I think the big problem with this one is that their lanes just didn't go, or rather after their lanes went well, they didn't really have the connections that they needed to on finding the kills on the course.
I wouldn't even say the lanes went like well. The lanes just kind of went like even. You know,
Yeah.
they did not push the very minimal advantage they had with their heroes and try and grow it into something that was there.
Yeah.
They just kind of let it wither and die. And that's what's happening to all their towers.
Yeah. Tough stuff. Bach is going to have a Blade Mail pretty soon. It's a 12,000 gold lead, though, at 24 minutes, and an E-Blade done on the Morphling. How many moves are really left to you here? Like, Lena's kind of just been stuck at this Yule's Aether Lens for a while now. Has this long timing before the Ags comes out, before she can really be that effective of a hero. And Bach jumps forward, gets the duel, but he switches over already on the strength form. They have the Grave to try and save the Legion from her own duel, but the jump out is there as both the supports are dead, and GG is called. They're done.
Dude, how does he do that?
I don't know. I really don't know.
This guy's insane.
He plays a lot of Morphling, I think.
I think so, judging by that little platinum star up there.
Do you want to check in the log how quickly after that came? I don't know if it's something that you can see. The duel versus the attribute
like
shit.
instantly.
But yeah, crazy, crazy game. Jinesbrus take game number 2. I will say game number 1, it did not look quite that pretty. Adroit were definitely able to do a lot early. They kind of owned. What's it saying?
I can't. I won't.
He does it a billion times.
Yeah, it won't. We can't move it right now. We broke it. Yep.
What do you think? Final thoughts going into this game number 3 now. That one, was it an outdraft? Was it, like, what happened? I feel like I don't know what I just watched.
They did give them the Gunner Ember and the 23 Savage Morphling. And as much as you have, like, lane counters or you have this whole, like, thought process in game counters, how are you going to do it, he just looked so good on that Ember Spirit. He just made a ton of plays across the game, like, across the map early on, even when he didn't have that big of an advantage. And they know how they want to play with this hero. They know how they want to open up space for the Morphling. He was just able to jungle at 80 HP for 5 minutes, which is pretty cool, while Omni Knight just sat in the lane and got some gold and some XP.
Yeah.
And they perfectly executed their movements across the map with the Heavenly Grace and just let Gunner go absolutely bananas on his hero. I think they were trying to open up something a little cheesy with that Dazzle pick early on, and then just end up being a 5 Dazzle, which didn't even win the lane that hard. I think that the Lina was the main issue. Mac just needed to do stuff. And they failed to do things together with these duels and try and snowball Bocarino.
That's fair, yeah. And I will say that, like, I guess the worry that you have when you have these like core heroes that need to move around and make map kills is that you kind of need a support that sets up for it as well. Because if you're just sort of going in blind or whatever, it's not going to work. And Dazzle's not that hero.
Well, I mean, Dazzle at the same time, though, is that you just go behind the tower, you put a ward down,
Right.
and even if you don't get the kill in the Doom, you guys take the tower.
That's true. That's a very true statement as well.
So
But it didn't happen. And need to come up with some answers here for game number 3. Go back to last game. That's what I want to see. Or the old DP.
Or go forward to game 3, because that's what we're going to have. And that's what the series deserves. And we will see who will be heading to the grand final versus Mineski to qualify for the International 2019 TI9.
It's
so
happening.
come on back after the break, and we'll give you the end of the series.